Cannon. Nick Cannon's show, okay, has been canceled. Okay, now this is no surprise, people. I told you guys that the Nick Cannon show was going to be canceled because Nick Cannon cannot draw an audience. No one cares about Nick Cannon sitting up there with those. I mean, the suits look good, but those terrible shoes and catering to white people. We don't care about Nick Cannon's white industry friends. We don't care about none of that stuff that Nick Cannon was talking about. It was too corny. It was not going to work. I said it here on the show several times that it probably wouldn't make it past the 6-week sneak peek. The same way I feel about Nick Cannon show is the same way I feel about a Sherry Shepherd show. Just being honest. Now, but back to Nick Cannon. He has since spoken out and said, it's just business. He's not going anywhere. This isn't the last that you've seen of him. He has other deals working, which I'm not surprised. Nick Cannon he's the most working man out there. So I'm sure he'll land another TV deal somewhere, but daytime TV is just not in the cards for Nick Cannon, in my opinion. I don't want to see Nick Cannon on daytime television. I think a Nick at Night show would be great. I think Nick at Dark, Nick in the club, Nick's Baby Mamas. Maybe if he did more serious talk show where he talked, or he had men come and, you are the father type of deal with like Maury. You know what I'm saying? Where he did paternity tests. Something like that. But Nick Cannon, it was a good run. It was cute. It was what it was, but it wasn't entertaining. Okay, and to be honest with you, I just personally feel like Nick Cannon, he's got too many shows anyway. At this point, Nick Cannon has all the shows. Nick Cannon has been all over our TV screens. So, child, we really don't actually need another Nick Cannon show on television. I mean, what is he on? He had America's Got Talent. He's had The Voice. He's had, I'm just naming stuff, The Masked Singer, Wild 'N Out, the podcast, the radio show, the Nick Cannon show. I'm Nick Cannon out. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the Nick Cannon show is over. It has flopped. I'm not surprised. And I don't think that he needs to try to do another talk show. Enjoy your money. Keep doing your hosting, your primetime TV shows. But a Nick Cannon talk show is over. Okay? I don't see it for a Nick Cannon TV show. All right. We got to get into something else. And this is kind of the food, but we got to get to this real quick because this is like just really some tea. Is everybody good? What's going on? They saying that something's going on with the stream. Are we all good, people? Are we all good in the hood? We good, right? All right. Everybody's good. Okay, boom. So let's move on to the next topic. Child, this was a mess. Basketball wife star Royce Reed arrested for child neglect. Oh my God. After it was revealed that her son blankety blanked another child because he was angry. So, girl, according to police records, the incident occurred at Braylon's Royce's son's home. Okay. It's unknown if Braylon, who was around 13 years old, and the other child resident in the same home at the same time of the incident, but Braylon has a history of blank behaviors. He is currently in treatment at True Core Behavior Solutions. He has been in treatment for 8 months. Officer Chamberlain responded to Braylon's residence where he met with Braylon's mother, Royce Reed. She explained that Braylon recently revealed new information about a blank incident between the two boys that occurred approximately 1 year ago. Royce notified her son's blank treatment counselor, who in turn contacted the CF. During the investigation, Braylon admitted he had blank the child, stated it happened at least 2 times. He said that he made the child blank him, masturbate me, because I was angry at him. Braylon stated he believes anger triggers him into acting out blankly. This is an ongoing case. So now Royce turned herself in for on a felony of 3rd-degree child neglect. She says, I shouldn't even have to deal with this or address this. I did not get arrested. I turned myself in because I had to. Talk to my attorney. As for the picture, I was scared as blank and was crying like a baby the whole time. I'm not about that life, but I did it and we're going to get through this. Let's be very clear, Royce. You should be addressing this. You do have to deal with this because it is very much so child neglect because your child got that from somewhere. That's very specific. Very specific. To be telling another child to blankety blank me. When you don't masturbate me because you're upset, jack me because I'm upset. Like, where did you learn that? That's some tea. That is very much so child neglect. And it's in the child neglect, in my opinion, it started with your child. Not even with the other child that was in the harm's way, but girl, and I get it. As a parent, you cannot watch and monitor everything and everywhere that your child is and what they're doing. But at some point, you got to be involved as much as you can, especially when you know that you have a child that has these issues. And like he's already in some sort of correctional facility for this. This is really, really sad because I just feel like the little boy has clearly been tampered with himself. This is very disturbing. This is very uncomfortable for me. This is like, wow. Like, how does someone feel as a mother? You know what I mean? Like, how do you feel like I don't feel like, I don't know. I don't know. I've never had this before. I've never had this happen. I don't know. But I just feel like people don't just wake up and develop, being like predators like that. You know what I mean? I feel like that comes from somewhere. I feel like that's a learned behavior at some point. Like, I feel like that was done to them at some point. I don't know. Like, and I would be embarrassed and I'd be completely mortified if I was her. And then it was like she was dating somebody and then he did it to her boyfriend's child, and then what happens is this boy grow up and then he becomes a career offender to where he doesn't even get to really live a regular life because he's going to be in and out of jail and registering as an offender. And I also feel like, as a parent, like, we got to be honest, guys. I don't know about you guys when you guys seen your first little flickety flicks, but how I think that us as parents, not us as parents, but as parents, maybe it's different now because things are in your phone. I remember back in the day, things used to be on DVD and stuff like that. I don't know. But I just feel like, when I first got introduced to the flicks, it was because I would see the DVDs in the magazines. I'm not sure how these kids now are getting access to that stuff. If it's at school, if it's where it's at, but you got to monitor what type of stuff that your kids are watching. Are you going to be able to protect them from everything? No, but you can't be having, 10, 11-year-olds, 13, 12-year-olds watching, that kind of stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about. That aggressive stuff that adults watch. So I don't know. That's some tea. Oh yeah, Twitter. That's where the girls are getting it from too. But it's just like, but to say blankety blank me, for him to say jack me, where did you why? How do you correlate that? Because you're upset. Jack me? I'm upset. Jack me. You made me upset. Where did you get that? What makes you think that? That's some tea. That's some tea. That's scary. You know what I mean? And this just makes me so nervous to even have children. This just makes me, I just feel so, and I could just see how our parents would just be like, I don't want my kid going nowhere. You know what I mean? And then you just be overprotective because it's almost like, I don't want my kid going nowhere. I don't want my kid to have no friends. Then your kid ends up having to shelter life because you be so damn scared that, because it's one thing if to control your kids and to monitor your house. But when they go to little Sally's house, or when they go to class, or when they go when they go to your niece and nephew's house, their auntie and uncle house, every household is ran differently. So you don't know where your kid is going, picking up different things. They can be going to another family member's house who run their house completely different than you. And now, my parents used to call them spirits. Now that spirit done jumped off onto your kid, and now it's back at your house. Wow. But that's very, very sad. Oof. I hate that for her. I hate that for the child. I hate that for all the children involved. This is not a good look, and I feel like that's going to follow that child forever. I mean, this is forever. Yeah, I feel bad. Because then it also just makes it hard for parents to be for the kids to even have freedom, because it's like, and I feel it, you don't want your kid going anywhere. Just sit here, be miserable. I don't care. I'm protecting you. But then they go out, sometimes those kids, they go out, the minute they get an inch of freedom, they go buck wild because they've been so sheltered. So it's almost like a risk that you have to take. You just never know. It's just like, we just have to do better, guys. We have to do better as people. We just got to monitor our children and monitor what the kids are watching, and just pray. That's all you can do. Okay?